It was finally Friday, August 5th. Darlings was out. I started the movie. I smiled through the entirety of the first song that comes, which is Darlings, written wonderfully by the legendary Gulzar Saab and composed by Vishal Bharadwaj. But unfortunately, I knew what the story was about and I knew what was going to come on screen very soon. Little did I know, soon was sooner than I thought. Literally midway through the next scene, I had to stop myself from watching the movie because I knew what was about to happen on screen and I just wasn't mentally prepared for it. Even the slightest change in the tone of the music brings about a scare that sends a chill down your spine. It scares you so much more than the possibility of some ghost coming on screen and giving you a jump scare, because it is so much more real than that. For those of you who don't already know, Darlings is a movie about domestic abuse and how the characters in the movie deal with it. And I'll say this at the outset, in no way, shape or form does the movie glorify domestic abuse from either of the sexes. It always treads in a morally grey area, and it is up to the audience to decide what may be too far or what may not be too far. But the bottom line of everything being, domestic abuse is wrong. Vijay Varma is terrifying as Hamza, and that's an understatement. He's not just an alcoholic, but also an abuser and even a manipulator. Even individually, all of these things are extremely bad. So imagine them being clubbed into one character. He's a literal embodiment of all the hate you have in your life and you project it on him throughout the movie. Honestly, kudos to him because I was scared shitless. And I also hated the living daylights out of him. There's one scene in the movie where he's riding at the back of a scooter and the shot is of the rear view mirror and his head just tilts to the side and you see his evil glare. Honestly, I don't think I was that scared while I was watching The Conjuring, and trust me, I'm a big fattu that way. The production design by Garima Mathur and Zainab Vimanwala are excellent. The movie is set in the chawls of Mumbai, and not only does that look realistic, but the house that Hamza and Badrunisa, the character of Alia Bhatt in this movie, share tells a story in itself. If a door doesn't open, it is broken down and opened up. There are random broken things in the house that are placed so smartly that if a viewer catches them, they tell a story of their own. For example, right next to the kitchen, where Badrunisa is cooking breakfast every single morning, there is a mirror and there is a broken part of that mirror. It doesn't look like it's been broken by accident. It looks like something's been shoved into that mirror as a result of which it broke. And just think about how scary of a reminder that is to see it every morning. It's just such a smart way of letting the viewers know that something may have happened. Even if the audience doesn't want to think of it, it's right in front of them to see. Written by Parvez Sheikh and Jasmeet Kareen, who is also the director and has done a fantastic job in her directorial debut, the screenplay of the movie is adept at handling comedy in certain parts and the seriousness of domestic abuse, not making light of the situation in any way whatsoever. Vijay Maurya, who plays the role of the policeman in this movie, has also written some of the dialogues. And some of these dialogues are ridiculously hard-hitting. Dialogues like "पहले चोट बाहर लगती थी, अब दिमाग में लगने लगी है." And another dialogue where Shamsunisa tells the police officer, "Twitter वालों के लिए दुनिया बदली है साहब, हमारे जैसों के लिए नहीं." Just think about that. Give that a thought. It is such a wonderful dialogue and it stays with you even after the movie is over. Alia Bhatt has just gone from power to power. Her character Badrunisa is yet another ace up her sleeve. From a woman who doesn't even step on lemons at the start of the movie to a woman who continues to walk in her determined direction, even if a black cat crosses her path. Character arc throughout the movie is beautifully portrayed. Badrunisa's arc is a slow burning one, but it is so much more than just earned by the end of the movie. Shefali Shah Shamsunisa is not just the backbone of the characters in the movie, but of the movie itself. A character says what she wants, does what she wants, and even though it may not always seem morally correct, I don't think she cared in the first place. A character isn't like this for no reason though. She is a survivor of domestic abuse herself, whether by choice or by circumstance, we don't know, but a survivor nonetheless. There are multiple points in this movie where the viewer feels like the movie is going to end, but it just keeps going and going. And while some may find it a little long drawn, it takes its viewers through a moral turpitude and ends on a note that leaves you with a smile on your face. And fair warnings, it may not be as predictable as you think. So don't be closed off to the movie. The screenplay is strong, the dialogues are strong, and the acting is even stronger. The music of Vishal Bharadwaj and Gulzar Saab's lyrics tie all of it together. Take a bow, Jasmeet Karin. Not only have you co-written and directed a wonderful movie, one that balances its quips and darkness perfectly, while you were at it, you also managed to make one of the most important movies of the year. Domestic abuse is not okay. If you know anyone that has been a victim of domestic abuse or are a victim of it yourself, please, please, please reach the right authorities and seek help. That's it for the review. It was a fantastic movie. It had me laughing, it had me biting my nails, it had me covering my eyes because I could not bear to see what was happening on the screen in some scenes. I'm not going to rate it because it was simply amazing. It was one of my favorite movies of the year, and I wish that it reaches as many viewers as possible. If you've seen the movie, do let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. While you're at it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will see you soon for another review. Till then, take care. Peace. I did that ulta. Bye.